up, compadres? It's time for one more tank talk because I was trying to do a run through and mention all of my tanks the other day, and I didn't get to. This is tank E. I believe this is a 5 gallon, but it may be a 7. I'll just kind of show a hand for reference. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm just kind of a normal, skinny, tall dude. That's my hand against this. That's a Chinese evergreen. Also, for size reference, this is what a Aquatech 5 to 15, and it is way overpowered for this little thing. So, yeah, probably in the 5 gallon range. So let's look what's in here. We're gonna find 3 adult gups and 2 babies. The little ones were accidentally netted. That's okay. What is going on here is this is a little over 6 months into this Guppy strain coming back to my house. I have isolated and I'm beginning to selectively breed for the females with the orangey mosaic tail, and the male, you'll see him come around in a moment. He's sort of just a feisty little dude. He's got the orange and yellow and black thing going on. So whatever, let's go look at the other side of the tank and see if we can find him. What do you say? We're gonna look. And oh yeah, we looked and found. Let's see what, maybe some in-focusness. Those of you who have seen my videos before, you've seen these dudes before. They won some local fish breeding and guppy and best of show awards. That would be one of this dude's ancestors, but to my knowledge, they were mostly bred here. Obviously, the guppies didn't just fall from space and land at my house. Somebody had them and was breeding them before me. But I don't know where this came from. I think I started doing these maybe 3 or 4 years ago when I purchased a tank from a young man here in the Little Rock area. He sold me a 55, or I think it was a running 55 that I called my mothership tank. I ended up trading it last year for a 150, sitting over there. And it broke right after I got it. That was a bad thing, so whatever. But yeah, I got 2 55s and a 20 at the same time. And I think I got the orange dudes, or it wasn't, they weren't really in this form. They were an orange top sword, and we're many generations down from there, at least 8 or 10, generations down. And it's been pretty interesting. So these fish have evolved quite a bit since I've had them. And by evolved, I don't mean like they're turning into, some other kind of fish. I mean, they're just changing phenotypic expression. They're still guppies, right? So, kind of true to guppy breeding. I have 2 females in here with a male. And they hadn't been in here a long time. They're used to 55 gallons. They're now in 5 gallons. So they're like, oh my gosh, we're in jail. This sucks. And in truth, that does kind of suck. Guppies should be in tanks that are at least 10 gallons, I think. That's jail cell size to me. But it's also the tank that I have prepped that's okay and acceptable for breeding. It's heated, it's filtered, it's got nice substrate, it is planted, and it's got like this possum or armadillo skull in it. So that's something my son found behind our house like 4 years ago, and he was like, "Dad, can I have it?" And I'm like, "It looks like you already has it, bring it on." So this is what's up. A week or so ago, I was playing with invertebrates in this tank, but I went ahead and put a filter on it, and yeah, that's just the smallest filter that I have around here right now. And I mean, I could go with a sponge filter and an air stone, but that's too much flow, right? That's just too much flow. Um, Stuff's a churning, and fish are rocking along. Now they're okay. They're not. It's not too much flow for them. But I don't know. I'm almost tempted. If I had a heater in this tank, I would probably move these two convicts over to the 5-gallon and move those gups over now. That would be a bad idea. Really, this tank needs to be used by the mollies. And whatever. Oh yeah, we're not talking about that tank. We're talking about tank E. I forgot. So yeah, for now we have 3 adults and 2 little bitties hanging out in here, and that's tank Echo. No wait, this is tank Golf, not tank E. Tank E's it's the other 5-gallon. I've been lying to you. So this is tank Golf, which just happened in the past. Tank G was also a guppy tank, and that's why it was called tank G at first. But yeah, this is tank G again. I need to get out my chalk markers and write G on here. So yeah, sometimes I'm just dumb, and that's just part of it. So there are 7 functioning aquariums in here. Yesterday I said 6, and by tomorrow it may be up again. Let's have a look over here. See that tan rimmed 10-gallon over there? It's got some crusties. Years ago, that was an African cichlid tank at my grandmother's house. That was one of the first aquariums I got to play with as a tween. And so yeah, going back 30 years or so, maybe even more, that tank has been in the family. My grandmother gave it to me several years ago, and I never set it up. For one, it had that strange beige rim. For 2, I didn't trust it. But today, I started scraping the silicone on it and prepping it, because this one's kind of like done and in play and in use, so I guess I just needed another project. So for the time being, I'm going to give it a cut there. We figured out this is not tank Echo, this is tank Golf. I did anyway. I don't know what you figured out, but yeah. Talk about it again. So it's borrowing lighting from a tank next to it that's a 40-gallon cube next to it, and it's literally just an Amazon shop light hanging out up there. But they grow the heck out of some plants, and I've known this for years. So in here, we've got one plant that was, this had actually gotten knocked out of the water, so its rootsies were up out of the water. It's dry, it's hurt right now, but I think it's gonna make it. I've got quite a few of these Mexican petunias around here, and I upload videos that include them pretty frequently. But just as another look-see, here we go. Same stuff. Oh, actually, I loaded a short earlier today. Check it out. There's a little tan jumping spider right there, center screen. This one's very light colored, almost like it's starving or something. But yeah, there probably just aren't too many bugs in here. But it's warm, so I'll let the little dude stay. So that's above tank F. And I had it listed as F sub C, which meant F convicts. And for some reason I thought E was the letter after F when I started this. Yeah, that's a head injury kind of moment on my part. So yeah, now that we're back to figuring out this is tank Golf, I'm going to cut it there. We're at 10 minutes. I've been jabbering. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this sort of thing, give me a like or subscribe, and you will definitely have lots of aquatic and plant and fishy and bio lessons and jumping spiders and whatever to watch. Catch you later. Hope you have a great day and happy holidays.